Hello.
Hello.
Here again. Is this the third live of What's in the Attic we have done?
Yes.
Yeah, the third edition. This is episode 9 in this series of What's in the Attic.
We create things. We go week by week. The weeks fly by. The lives fly by.
I said the name, and I really didn't even do the whole introduction.
You didn't.
Thanks so much for checking out Dillos Diz here on YouTube. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and we are here together for a little thing that we like to call What's in the Attic?
It's in the attic.
Wow. There it is.
Boom.
So, recap, 2 months ago, there was a big tropical storm. There was a hurricane threatening thing, and there was a weather mass of some kind, knocked out all the power at Jen's house. She went to Mama and Papa Dillos' house and came home with a box of nostalgic Disney goodness.
And some other things in here, too. Report cards, term papers.
In case we wanted to do a bonus episode.
We might.
Now, in the summary, I wrote that this was the bottom of the box. You alluded to it. I don't know if this is really the bottom of the box. Is it the bottom of the box?
Well, this particular, the main item tonight is from the bottom of the box. I think there's some other things in here that we haven't hit yet. So there is that. I did find, and I should have brought it up and been more prepared, but that'd be too easy for Adam. Last week, I found another picture, but it was in a box that's in my attic of me at Villa Roma, I think. And
now this has been a recurring theme. It's been a recurring theme throughout the episodes. Has been our one summer only excursion to the Catskills for a resort getaway at a place called Villa Roma, which still exists today. And needless to say, we started going to Walt Disney World during the summer, immediately following the next summer.
Well, we had been, and really, we do need to get into that whole episode, which might be one of our questions for Theme Park Thursday this week from Adam as to why we went to Villa Roma. I can't even find it on my phone anymore. Wait, is it way back picture? It's not. I'll have to find it again. Oh, well.
All right. You teased a little bit last week in episode 8. What is at the bottom of the box? I find this astounding.
Yeah.
So you alluded to it. You might as well mention it. You said it's packed to the gills, so we need to get into it. We're on a time limit here.
We are, but I have one other. Oh, you know what? I'll save this for next week then. I have one other smaller item. No, because there's too much in this folder. I don't even know what's in it, but it feels heavy, so I need to do it. But here we have again a green Polynesian folder.
Now, if you've been with the series from the get-go, this was like the initial get was like the oldest of the Polynesian village. I don't remember going to the Polynesian this many times, but I guess we did, because I think I also have a Polynesian folder from later years in my abode here. So let's get right to it. Let's jump in. Let's see what's in the awesome green Polynesian folder this time around.
And so,
shocker. Steffers is like #shocker.
Obviously. Jeff, we can't start again. What?
What's in the attic?
It's in the attic. Wow. See what we do for you guys?
You're so nice.
All right, this is a little dark to see. I don't know which camera you'll be able to see it under, but it's a Polaroid.
Oh God.
Of Figment.
Now
let me see if I can switch. Go ahead.
I know exactly what that Polaroid of Figment. I believe I know what that's from.
Okay.
Now, for years, I forget what the name of it is, but it was this Keys to the Magic of Walt Disney World program that I did on a Friday in 1986.
Is this the same art program?
And I mentioned that I had a Polaroid camera. And we did stop over at Epcot briefly, which I believe, if I recall, was to go on Journey into Imagination, because it's awesome. And I believe that picture of Figment we were told to take. I cannot remember why.
Yeah,
but really it's Figment in the spacesuit, right?
Yes, which we have a figure of. Do I have that figure?
The little rubber figure with the hitchhiking.
Cabinet. Yeah, I might.
Is that a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in joke that I'm not aware of? You think? Because he's hitchhiking and he's in the galaxy and he's in the spacesuit. I don't know. No idea. Just throwing that out there.
All right. All right.
Is he hitchhiking?
Maybe. I think so, right? I always felt like he was hitchhiking. Like
yeah.
It's kind of like what is the other ride with the hitchhiker?
The hitchhiking ghost of the haunted mansion. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, what's the other ride that they're hitchhiking on? Anyway, all right. What day is it? It's only Tuesday. Okay. All right. So we have some Polynesian postcards, which I feel like we've seen in folders before. Like some of this we've seen before. A SeaWorld brochure. We like to just collect brochures. NASA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to, I still have never been to Kennedy Space Center.
Me neither.
Yeah. I mean, and we lived there. We both lived there. Yeah. I saw a shuttle launch in the middle of the night down by
from there?
From the marshes, the swamp areas outside of Cape Canaveral that we camped out all night for the shuttle launch. That's about as close as I got when I lived there.
Yeah. No, and I feel like maybe I'll go. I think the 6-year-olds would be really into it, so maybe now, but Walt Disney World Village brochure. I think we've seen that on episodes past. Epcot. All right, so let's see what else is in here. We have, I feel like we've seen these similar papers before, but this is Walt Disney World, the Living Seas Special Edition.
Ooh, all right.
Now let's the other camera.
Yeah, put it under the camera. That's the other camera. Look, camera number 2 over at the studios.
There we go. Let me see. The date on that is January 17th to 30th, 1986.
So yeah, this is that whole week that I did that Wonders of Walt Disney World program, which I think is the name of the program. And it was the first time we did see the Living Seas. And I will say, and I don't want to take a turn towards sadness, since you did pull out the Cape Canaveral, this is also the same week that the Challenger exploded.
Oh,
so it was the last week of January, Jen's birthday. I think the Challenger was scheduled to go up on the Tuesday of that week. And as I recall and wrote in a 6th grade essay that I remember walking out of the Living Seas to see the billow that was after the Challenger launch.
Oh, interesting. I do remember that. Like I remember because I was so young. I remember being in Epcot though. So that's a memory for me, but it's not a great detailed memory, but it's there.
Yeah, there were a lot of people. I mean, obviously, it was everyone was talking about it all day long, walking around the World Showcase. But I know that there's a Challenger documentary on Netflix now that I want to watch, but don't want to watch at the same time. Right.
Yeah. So that's that. Let's see what else I have here. I'll just put them all down here. This is the Wonders program. Finally.
Here we go. Finally, we're going to crack some mysteries.
Because Mama and Papa Dillos still live in this address. But this is the receipt here. There you go.
For the Wonders program?
Yeah.
What is the cost of that program for me?
The cost of it is $49.50. One Creative Arts. That's all you get is one. Friday, 9 a.m. Grade 6.
Grade 6. That's what grade I was in, everybody. In 1986, I was in the 6th grade. So let's see what I recall off the top of my head, right? So 9 a.m. We were behind, you went to Disney University there behind the Magic Kingdom. A animator came in. I don't think she was an animator. I think she was an illustrator. Did some Mickey Mouse drawings and Pluto drawings, Jiminy Cricket, if I recall. I believe we went over to Epcot for the Journey into Imagination. We had the Polaroid camera. We tried to get the crown on Cinderella's head at the fountain outside Cinderella's castle. And then there was a tour of the Utilidors at the end of it.
Right. Well, those are good.
Which was a big deal.
Hot Pockets in Epcot. Okay. So in this folder, again, some more things we've seen before, but this is another autograph from Breakfast.
Minnie's Menahuni.
We saw that 2 episodes ago. This I don't think we've seen, but it's kind of a general Orlando orientation maps and guide magazine here.
Okay.
And on the back, I do love that phone here on the back.
Oh yeah.
Mickey.
Little
but it's just a little general area newspaper there. I'm trying to work on time here. I don't want to get too detailed with that. Vacation information for which we've seen before. I don't know what year, 1985, circa 1985. Resort transportation routes, fall 1985. Bus transportation, monorail, Discovery Island, dinner shows, River Country. Just what buses like green bus?
Oh yeah,
it's like leaving out of Jamaica for these. So
like green bus, yeah. It was like special color buses for like the.
Oh, is this another receipt?
Many paths.
We like our receipts here. What is this for? I don't know. And this is from 2014. That doesn't make sense. No, but it's from 1986. So no, that was something else.
It's from the future.
It's from the future. $60 for something. I don't know. Thursday at 9 p.m. All right, then we have a Magic Kingdom brochure, a Discovery Island, and River Country brochure.
I believe I never went to Discovery Island over there on Bay Lake. Did you ever go to Discovery Island? No.
I don't. I mean, unless we went.
I know we didn't go. I didn't know if there was something I missed one day.
Orlando Central Florida guide map. Aloha. Let's see what this is here. Aloha check-in services.
Okay. I mean, I think it should be noted too that we never went north of Universal Studios over on Kirkman. Like we never went towards Church Street ever.
No.
In these early trips when you used to get the plane flying overhead with the banner for Church Street Station, Rosie O'Grady's. We never went downtown Orlando.
I feel like I don't know that I went down there until I lived down there. I feel like that's probably, I don't know what these are. Oh, this is for home lines. Okay, so some cruise information got stuck in this folder. Sail with World Yacht into the heart of Liberty Weekend.
I feel like there'd be a lot of crossover that I talk about here, but a lot of the Villa Roma discussion for Adam when we were up in the Catskills, Mama and Papa Dillos took a cruise every summer. So that was their summer vacation. And at some point, these things merged and became the Villa Roma until they were like, no, we're not doing this. And then we were going to, the cruising stopped in the summertime.
Yeah.
At some point, at that around that 1990 mark.
Right. When did we go?
My friend Denise pointed out the nickel beer on Church Street, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Where did I go when I lived at Latitudes?
I don't know. There was a jungle gym. When I lived, there was jungle gyms down there, and there was a Pizzeria Uno down there, but there was nickel beer on Church Street, I recall. And Wednesday nights when I was a cast member, I think that's when we did nickel beers, which does not sound like a good idea at any time. I mean, it's a great idea, but at my old age.
No, you can't do that now. Circus. It is your birthday month, by the way. We should make it noted because I'll be noting it on every live and on every podcast this month. And that's why you're a little bit moody. If anyone notices Frank a little more distant and a little moodier this month, it's because it's his birthday month. So October 29th, mark it on your calendars, y'all.
What is it? What is today? The 13th? I mean, we went on a good run without mentioning it.
I think having Terry Ward on the latest episode of Theme Park Thursday, check it out in the archives if you haven't listened. I think that helped because we weren't really thinking. We were thinking of having him on, and we weren't really thinking of your birthday. But now is the time. Circus World.
Thanks, Stuffers.
Yeah,
she's marking it down on her calendar.
Excellent, as you should. Old in
Circus World. Well, Circus World, I believe, was also part of that trip. I would say that was the Wednesday of that trip, the last week of January 1986.
Right.
Where, which is where the picture of us in the clown makeup.
Yeah, Mama Dillo sent that to me during a live of Parks and Monorail's Most Magical Hour. One week, and I never brought it up because I think by the time I had gotten it, we had passed that topic. I don't think I still have it, but
of course, Circus World became Boardwalk and Baseball, home of the Kansas City Royals spring training, and then promptly promptly. It took a while to shut down, but it was an unfortunate situation, that theme park and the spring training facility, because it was a great idea, at least for me, the baseball fan. There's like two things at age 12, baseball and
I think that video is up on our YouTube channel though, right? Of you pitching.
There's me pitching and
me being a brat going,
pitching at 46 miles an hour. Yeah. And then I don't know if the batting cage one is on there for that reason alone, because I did not hit well in that batting cage. And
then I just tormented you while doing it. All right.
Steffer says, "What even is Circus World? It was gone long before you were born, and probably all that was left of Boardwalk and baseball before you were born." Steffers, maybe there was still the spring training facility in the mid '90s there.
Man, we'll have to go back. We gotta start digging around for Circus World and squeaky dust. All right, this one is good. General Motors thanks you for visiting the world of motion.
There you go.
Epcot free Center. Offer inside.
Oh, what's the free offer for? What are we getting?
Free offer. Free family vacation guidebook, guys. That's what you could get. But here are all the cars of the future. There they are.
Oh, the future looks bright.
Yeah, totally. Oh man, but there's a good picture of World of Motion.
There it is. There's the manhole cover. We talk about that manhole cover. That was like the quintessential World of Motion photograph in all the books and the pictures and the souvenir guides. It was always the manhole cover shot.
Yes. All right. These are just miscellaneous items. We are running out of time here, but we have some Polynesian envelopes.
Oh, there you go.
I'll be sending my Christmas cards out in these this year. And
I feel like I have time to do Christmas cards this year for the first time.
Yeah.
We have to get everyone's addresses.
I think that's your first time. Is that your first year doing Christmas cards?
Yeah, we have not done Christmas cards.
Yeah. I'll give you my spreadsheet. You could pull whoever off of there.
Funny thing, what having nights off to do live streams and Christmas cards will get you.
Exactly. Polynesian Resort paper. Now it's pink. It's hard to see on the camera. It's pink stationery. Was it always pink stationery?
It's transitioning. Is it going from like moving out of the 80s and into the 90s? What's happening with this stationery?
Did the paper just change color after sitting in this folder for 30 too many years? Here is a map of the Polynesian. You know, here we are. You go over here.
If you started with the original What's in the Attic episodes that we previously recorded before posting, in the early folders, that whole side towards the transportation and ticket center was not there yet. So the maps don't have that east portion of the Polynesian Village Resort, but these maps do. The new longhouses as they were.
Right. And then just another autograph.
How many times did we have character dining at the Polynesian?
Breakfast there every morning, and then we kept them all. So
and it was probably only $15. So
yes, exactly. So that is it for this folder. So not too bad, but there were a lot of repeats, so I didn't want to, stay up. Okay. There's also an entire guest folio summary for a cruise Mama and Papa Dillos took in 2002. So, if we ever want to go down a cruise route, we could do that. But I don't think anyone cares that much about that.
My whole setup here is in a new portion of the apartment I live in. So there's a lot of nostalgia slowly creeping into this corner. So I'm just going to point out before we go that, two of my favorite things that I've wanted to frame for years and years and years are these big, giant maps of the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. They fold open and they do this whole thing here. And I'm not going to do the whole thing, but there's the Tomorrowland portion of the kingdom, but definitely 35 years I've been wanting to frame these, never have. And then the Epcot one, excuse me while I go off camera momentarily.
Oh.
And a back.
Oh.
And then the Epcot one,
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you gotta frame those. Why haven't you done it? Been working nights?
I gotta get a house someday. I gotta get a house. Have a Disney room.
Yeah.
But two of my favorite things that I own. Look, there's the Africa portion of World Showcase. Now it says the future. Equatorial Africa.
Right.
Now it's just some shops. The corner there.
Yeah.
So little bonus of what's crowding Frank's desk at the moment here on What's in the Attic.
All right. I also wanted to point out this was not planned. We are both wearing merch tonight
Mm-hmm.
Holla. We have a little shop over on TeePublic if you're unaware.
Yeah.
Link in the bios everywhere. You can get it from there, just in case.
Yeah, I would say Skipper Bob. Yes, that Epcot map is huge. They're both huge. They're both that huge.
But that's two-sided. You need to put it in between two pieces of glass.
No. It's one-sided.
Oh.
It's one-sided.
Oh,
it's just that big. One was the Magic Kingdom. One was Epcot. And they both have one side.
Oh.
Yeah. Steffers wants to buy the merch. Steffers, get on it.
Come on. What are you doing?
Go to Instas, hit the link tree. Yeah, that's where, Instas, link tree, the little link in bio thing. Head on over. TeePublic link.
Yeah, totally. I lied. What did I lie about?
What are you lying? You're lying?
Steffers is accusing me of lying. I'm not okay with that, Steffers.
Strong accusation right there.
That is really strong.
But right now it's 8:20 on a Tuesday night, which means we're going over to the Parks and Monorail's most magical hour live. So come join us there. Please like this video, share the video, do the things. We said it was the bottom of the box, but we got to do like a bonus box edition. It's not a bonus box.
And there's
it's a box bonus.
Things in here that we haven't gotten to. And then there's always my attic. And then there's always random things in the storage unit. And then there's always Frank's apartment. We will find things because we have too much.
And they've all been in the attic for a long time and have slowly found their way to new locations with hope of having a second life.
Yeah.
It's a very soul thing I'm doing there. We're going to talk about soul this week on Theme Park Thursday.
All right, so 9 minutes, guys. New link over to the Parks Monorail's most magical hour. So
all right, until that time, here comes the quick outro. She's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Kisses.